We call ourselves City, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.
I love Kevin Gates. Like,
so you just like them hard rappers?
Like I like make me cry. Like if I'm listening to your music, I literally want to cry. I want to feel what you're saying. I more want to feel what you're saying. Teach me something than turning up and drinking. Like I don't care to smoke the weed. I don't care to drink. Teach me something that I never been taught. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel where you came from. And in a lot of music Kevin Gates ever wrote, like that's all he do. He spit the struggle. I like music about the struggle because it's like Biggie. I like Biggie more than Pac.
Biggie was way ahead of his time.
Yes.
Well, I always say Biggie's a better lyricist than Pac.
Yeah.
Biggie's an overall
Pac
better
was a
rapper.
philosopher.
Pac was more of a philosopher.
Pac was a poet, a philosopher, an activist. He was an
artist, an actor. He was more just like
Pac was great.
That's
all it is. Pac was great.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about rap,
Biggie.
if you just want to talk about rap,
then you got to give that to Biggie.
Yeah,
Biggie,
definitely.
man, I throw him on with today's rappers.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That nigga was cold. Like
It was cold, man. Way ahead of his time.
And he had a song for everything.
Yeah.
Like, I like that shit.
Till today, I'm listening to Biggie. I'm like, how'd he just rhyme this shit like that? Like the way he, maneuvering on, like it is crazy for that time that he was in. Because rappers at that time were just a little bit more ABC, like and he was more like everywhere with it. So
Everywhere.
for sure.
Wordplay was a big thing in Biggie's lyrics. Like his wordplay was fire.
Yeah,
definitely.
Hell yeah. So what are you working on right now?
I'm working on an EP. I've been releasing singles, but I would like to give a body of work.
Your second project so far, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of happened this year as to why you've been kind of, lax with the music, not dropping as much?
I've been, the pandemic, moving out of my mom's house, moving into my own place. Life is happening, but I'm still recording. Like, I'm sitting on so much music right now. I just don't know what to drop. I don't know when to drop it, but I've just been recording. I'm mastering my sound right now more than anything. I'm reading more books, trying to extend my wordplay and stuff, but I'm just working like
behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes, definitely. And I like to be low key right now because I'm just really working on my whole self. But I've been releasing little songs here and there. Like I shot the video for COVID.
Yeah.
But lately I just been working from behind the scenes, and I'm gonna always pop out with content because I'm just sitting on it. But I have been just, playing it.
How would you say that COVID, impacted your musical career?
COVID was a blessing to my music career because it gave me that time. It gave me that time to sit down and see what I really want to do with this, what I really, want to do. And it helped me financially. COVID was, a blessing for me financially. And I don't think other people could relate, but by the grace of God, it was a financial blessing for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And PPP.
No,
it's okay.
Hell no.
Listen.
Hell no.
You ain't got to let us know.
Hell no.
It was a blessing for me financially.
She said,
I know you was finna say that too.
I seen that PPP coming when she started saying that. Nah, I'm playing with you.
I ain't got caught up yet.
They ain't come knocking at your door yet.
No, but that's good because a lot of people, they suffered through the pandemic and it hurt a lot of more folks, and I think it helped. So for it to be a blessing for you, it's a good thing.
It was more so of a blessing because it was just a lot of opportunities at that time. Like people are I have a brand, I have stuff that I do. So people are just at home sitting, waiting to just spend their money. Yeah. Really.
Sure.
Yeah, that was true.
Yeah.
I think I did more Amazon shopping than ever.
Exactly. So
you was loving them checks.
Man, it was a blessing.
You must have that Kylie effect going on.
Yeah.
I need some of that. I think that's weird because I get two parts with it. Most people are telling me when they come on here that COVID-19 was a good thing to them. It wasn't a good thing, but they got the better half of it.
They got to get work done.
Yeah, as far as slowing down and
not working. You gotta understand, like, this working shit is a scam.
For sure.
Like, that was me my whole life, clocking in at a 9-to-5 job. I'm not gonna say it's a scam because there's actually people out there that's getting paid doing what they love. But if you're just working these dead end jobs like I was doing, it was just like, that's another reason why COVID blessed me so much, because I had the power to say no. I'm not finna go do this shit for such and such type of money if I could do something else that I love doing for whatever, you know?
This pandemic forced people to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
It forced a lot of people to be entrepreneurs because
Definitely.
the bills didn't stop the bills didn't stop for a while. They didn't pass anything for the bills to stop. So you're at home, you ain't got a job, and the bills don't stop. And now you gotta provide. You gotta get money. So a lot of people had to use their brain. And I think this working thing, it stops you from thinking. You get into the money, going to clocking in, 9 to 5 every day. You don't think. You just on a routine.
Right.
And it really kicked people out of their routines and allowed them to think.
And it actually does, like, because back to what you were asking me, this pandemic was good and bad because I was fucking Instacarting while sleeping in my car. That's another reason why I haven't been putting a lot of content out as well, because I was sleeping. Me and my mom wasn't getting along. So before I moved in my own place, she wasn't letting me in her house and stuff. So I was fucking Instacarting, doing music, recording in my car. So it was just like so much that was going on at that specific time.
So you have your own place now, you said?
Yeah, and I record from my house. I don't go to the studio because it's just a waste of money. Learn to do the shit yourself. Like,
that's good.
Yeah.
More power to you. I mean, also because like that opens up some more doors for you in terms of what you can do as an artist and how you can help other people make their music. That's another way to make some income. So.
Right, definitely.
For sure. So right now, you've built your own studio. You're the producer. You get to record when you want.
Yeah.
And you just got this house. Oh well, this new apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
Just all this year.
All this year, like all this year. Like I got my first laptop before the pandemic hit, and I had my studio set up before the pandemic hit. But when I moved out of my mom's house, that's when like I just became more creative because I didn't have to hear my mom tell me shut that shit off. Like I'm just 4:00 in the morning, we still going in. Like so all of this happened recently.
So well, that
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It takes a lot, like, to do that shit and
it does.
Fucking produce that shit, record that shit, mix that shit, and spit that shit. It takes a lot. It takes a lot.
You're doing the damn thing, though. You're doing it.
Thank you.
It's something to be proud of, and I'm sure that others can learn from that. You're gonna have a crazy story to tell, what you already do, but the beauty's in the struggle, and I think you got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's like, it's only because of God. Like it's all because of him.
Yeah, for sure.
So I see earlier you talk about properties. Are you looking into getting out of properties when you get, in a position to?
Yes. Like I'm that type of person. I'm stingy. I'm not gonna say I'm stingy. I'm frugal. I'm not finna go spend 50 racks on a fucking necklace. I want to go open up a duplex, rent that shit out. Like, I want residual income. Okay. Yeah, like
I'm a realtor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
BTW.
That's crazy.
Just putting that out there. We could work together.
Definitely, definitely. That's what I'm talking about. Networking. Yes.
She gotta throw that in there.
Just throwing it out there. Yeah. I think I threw that out there in the last interview too. I'm gonna just say every interview.
Keep throwing it out there.
I'm a realtor.
Till your cat song, you throw it out there to your cat.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. You
There we go, right there.
thinking like a boss, like a real boss.
No, yeah,
For sure.
Because money. When to generate wealth, that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a bunch of different avenues for income. Music, streams, property, invest. You're gonna sleep and make money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you need to do to generate wealth.
Definitely. And that's what I was teaching, like, because I have people that like look up to me in Westgate that raps as well, and I was telling them, like, you don't want to be that artist that go invest your money on something. If, like Jay-Z said, I watch a lot of Jay-Z interviews, if you can't buy it twice, then you don't need it.
Yeah, 3 times.
So 3 times, right?
Yeah, Jay-Z be putting people on.
Yeah.
He's a smart man.
They don't want to listen to Jay-Z.
They don't want to listen
smart
though.
man.
They want to. He's very smart.
I remember Jay-Z said stop flexing all that money on the Instagram, and people got
Chains.
mad at him.
Yeah,
I'm talking about they started dragging Jay-Z. They said, "What?
Yeah, they don't
see this? You see this?
Right.
I'm dripped down, Jay-Z.
They're like, what? Stop paying money on the Instagram? What we gonna do on the Instagram?" They really got mad at Jay-Z for saying that, and you know at that point it's like you gotta let that's a huge problem with our community is that the things that really matter. It's crazy. It's like the things that really matter don't matter, and the things that really don't matter is the biggest deal.
Right.
I think it's such a problem with our community because it's like once we get into a position when we do get all that money, we wanna show it. We wanna show it off because like
you ain't never had nothing.
You never had nothing, and it's
That's
also your peers. You want to look cool. You want to look good to the people that was talking down on you. So it's like now I'm dripped down.
I also feel like it's like the people they're looking up to.
Yes.
They're not going by property.
Yes.
They're doing the complete opposite. So it's like,
Yeah, for sure.
It all matters on who's on top. I mean, Jay-Z's on top,
but nobody,
but no one's gonna listen.
The new cats don't listen.
Yeah.
If there's an industry where you need to be the most legal and the most business minded, it's the music industry.
Yeah.
Because this is an industry where artists have the least legal backing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have an actual company, actual management and these different labels and stuff like that, and they literally have legal teams. They have paper trails, and you, the artist, are just a person without any way to any knowledge of, hey, I might want a copy of that. I might want to.
You're just a
pass this on to-
percentage. You're just a percentage.
You're just a percentage, and it's like, if you're an artist, you need to be the most educated as you can on the legality part of making music and the business part of it, because you are literally there to be finessed.
Yes.
Artists get finessed all the time.
And that's how all they end up broke.
That's all it is. Everybody eats off you, you know.
Yeah, everybody.
And you don't have any proof of, hey, this is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they got all that. Oh, I want my master's. Well, you sign here, dotted line here, you know, stuff like that. You know, so it's a young person's institution.
Definitely.
So you got that playing and going into play as well. You're young minded. You saw a lot of artists don't go to college, and now you got they give you jewelry, cars, millions, and those millions don't mean nothing to them over time in 3 or 4 years.
And they'd be so excited for a 360 deal. Like
Exactly.
it's just like
It's like one of the worst type of freaking deals you could get.
It's a finesse.
Yeah.
So it's a big finesse, and you know, artists just need to pay attention to that because.
So after already kind of seeing, you know, the scam type of side that can happen in the music industry, how do you navigate through it now? You know, going through offers.
I don't want to sign. Like now, I want to do it like Gates did it. I want to do it like Young and May did it.
Be an independent.
Like it don't make sense. You work so hard, you got to give the white man all your money. Like it just don't make no sense to me.
Some say if you're independent, you'll never be a superstar. How you feel about that?
That's a lie. Look at Young and May. Like,
but
like
let's think about it, because Young and May is not a superstar.
she's not a superstar, but she's made it. Goddamn, and that's
what I
like,
mean.
yeah, like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like famous.
Right, you said that. You right.
I just don't want to be famous. I just want, and it's more so like even J. Cole said, I want money for protection. You know, to not go flex and do this and that, you know, so my kids could be good. So it's more like that.
For sure.
But I respect the level that Young and May is because she's not so big, but she's not in the hood no more.
For sure.
Me? Right.
Yeah, she's also known.
Right.
She's known.
And she's had, you know, she used to have the #1 song and everything like that. So.
And she's still making money from that.
She's still making money.
Independent artists, they get it done.
Yeah,
you know, it's a lot of independent artists doing their
though.
thing. But what I'm saying is there'll never be the Drakes and there'll never be, you know,
never sign your soul away.
Yes.
You won't ever
No,
be
that
at
shit
the
real
top
though.
of
Like
the music business like
that
that.
shit is
It's
real.
real.
That's selling your soul. That shit is real.
It's not a coincidence. Some of these artists, you know, they went from nothing and then they signed with a label, and now they're reaching those superstardom levels.
Oh, yeah.
Little weird.
Success, yeah.
It's
It's really
little
weird.
weird.
Very weird.
It's all paid and bought and paid for. It's all bought and paid for. You know, most of it is bought and paid
The industry plants.
for. Ooh, we ain't gonna go into that. I got some theories on some industry plants. So I don't want to say. Right?
I'm into a lot of conspiracy theories.
I used to be
Conspiracy
big into that.
I'm
What's
really-
like the conspiracy theory that stood out to you going into stuff like that?
A lot, like this COVID shit, like the medicate, like there. How the fuck is there no cure for cancer? And y'all got this weak ass
There
vaccine. There is, right? There really is, but a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me.
Dr. Sebi. and
Dr.
everything.
Sebi, like I studied that, man. That's one of the reasons why I went vegetarian. Another reason why I really went vegetarian is because I was working at this restaurant and it was in Mississippi and it was this big ass fucking pig and he was cutting the pig open to get his bacon and like hamburger meat and shit or whatever. And it was just, it disgusted me. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm eating this shit? Like, it was just like one of those ill moments. And then reading up on what like a plant-based diet could do for you, I just had to.
What are some when it comes to being vegetarian, what are some absolute factors that should like prove that people should be vegetarian, you think?
Red meat causes cancer. Like, okay, people be like, oh no, it's hereditary. No, you could fix that shit. Like my dad is a full-blown diabetic. That shit skipped me because of how I take care of myself. So it's like
diet is everything. What you
diet
put
is
into your body.
everything. And me having anxiety, that's another thing. Like eating good, a clean plant-based diet has benefited me tremendously. I'm trying to get my mom to do it because she has sclerodermia, and it's like it's some shit, like some skin disease type shit. And I told her, I was like, you should try a plant-based diet. Of course, Black women don't want to listen, so it's like. And it's crazy because all of my family from New Orleans, they be looking at me like I'm stupid. They eating like fish and shit, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna stick.
A lot of it is too cultural.
Yeah,
it's too deep and it's too cultural.
It's it's hard to break that.
Yeah,
it's definitely hard to break that.
Like
so, what are your favorite meals that you like to eat? Your plant-based diet.
Ooh, I love a veggie.
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat is okay, but it's not my. Give me the bean burger. Like I like a bean, yeah. Because you know I'm learning that Beyond Meat has a lot of shit in it, and tofu. I try to stay away from that, but I'll fuck up some sofrito from Chipotle. Chipotle got like a lot of vegan options.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I just go for the chicken every time I go. Yeah.
And I did it cold turkey, so it's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's just about your mindset. Yeah. And then where I'm at, living in Mississippi right now, it's hard. It's not hard, but you have like no vegetarian restaurants, only one fucking vegetarian restaurant. So it was hard at the beginning, but like I said, mindset is everything.
Well,
so.
Why not other type of diets like pescatarian? Why you ain't go that route?
I didn't go that route because it's just, I feel like, okay, I'm going to eat fish, then fuck it, I can eat chicken too. Like it was just that. I wanted to just do it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it big.
Do it all the way, yeah.
It's good too.
Yeah.
So would you try transitioning into vegan or just
I'm not gonna
stay where you're at?
I started off as vegan, but I'm like, cheese is too fucking good. Like I can't
There's
give
just
away.
certain things you can't
So
give
we
up.
cheese.
Wow.
I can understand that.
Like,
I
need
can
my
So we're gonna throw away the fish.
I'm
Oh, we
sorry,
gon-
I
we gon-
can't
we
give
gon-
up the cheese.
I
Oh
can't
my
give up
God,
the cheese.
I would cry. And they
What's
do
your favorite
have vegan
cheese?
cheese.
Ooh, pepper jack. I love pepper jack. I love spicy. Like cayenne pepper. I put cayenne pepper in everything. Like everything. I love that spicy shit.
Crazy.
I like Munster.
So you like Monster?
Munster. It's a white cheese.
Oh,
That's
I
how you
tried that.
pronounce Monster. I know
Munster.
Monster.
Yeah, it's
No,
good.
it's not literally Munster, is it?
It is Munster. That's
Yeah,
what
Munster.
It's
Oh, word?
called.
Yeah.
Jerry
I thought it had a little
don't
accent
pronounce
like
nothing.
Monster.
Monster.
Isn't it spelled differently?
Yeah, it's like MEUN.
So how the heck is it Monster?
MU.
Yes. So it's a little.
I know there's an E somewhere in there.
The pronunciation should be a little different.
No, but I feel like there's an E like before. I don't know. Monster though. That's good.
Spell tomorrow.
Put it on your sandwich.
I want to test out your IQ on here. Spell tomorrow.
Like that. I used to be fucking that up. Throwing in like 2 M's in there.
For sure. All right, so we got another project on the way to close out. What's that project gonna be called? You got some interesting names.
I do. To be honest, I don't have a name for that one yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, cause I'm independent. I do everything myself. So I be trying to, like, I let her listen to the songs to figure out like what should go on what. But like I just don't know what to call it as of now. But it's gonna be some fire shit. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be some fire shit.
Do you have any more visuals planned?
Yes.
Coming out?
Yes. So I'm gonna be in Puerto Rico next month.
Yeah, it's all your videos. You like to do a big for your videos.
Yeah, I like to go big because like I said, I come from nothing. So it's just like I need you to feel like if you don't feel me like in my music, you're gonna feel me visually. So that's how I like to come.
So what type of concept are you gonna do down in Puerto Rico?
I want to do like a very like a coastal, like a dope ass coastal vibe, like with the palm trees, something like I could have did in Palm Beach, but the fact that it's gonna be in Puerto Rico, like just like I'm gonna be with all my family too, so it's just gonna be like a dope like if you watch Coffee Rapture video, it's gonna be something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love her.
I like that.
Really, how long you gonna be over there?
I'm gonna be over there for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you was bossing up, fly there, shoot a video, fly back.
Oh nah, I'm not on that type of
Have
level
a little
yet.
vacation.
Yeah, I love to travel though. I love to travel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing to love for sure. I mean,
yeah,
it's a big world.
Big world.
Don't.
I feel like it helps your craft more. You know, the more you get to see, the more you get to experience.
Yeah, the more you get to write about. Definitely.
Yeah. Sure, and it helps to keep your music global.
Yeah.
You know, you're not in such a local mindset. Like you get to see different people and kind of cater your music to a different fan base.
Right.
You know, if that helps out. And
it does a lot because like when I tell people I'm from Palm Beach, they just don't believe me because the looks, the sound is just different.
It is.
Yeah. You on your Cali shit.
Yeah, everybody says that.
Yeah,
Cali.
you're on your Cali shit. You know? That's where you gotta be.
Yeah,
that's where you
definitely.
Gotta be, I guess. Definitely. For sure. All right, so project, how many songs?
I'm not sure yet because, like, I don't know. Somebody told me that it's better for me to just drop singles after singles because that's how you gain the recognition. But like I said, I like to do body of work. So right now, I'm at a stall because I want to be right. So I don't know what to do right now. I'm kind of.
I think my best advice to like some artists that do that is, you know, I'm not I'm not selling 300 million
exactly
things, but at the same time, what I would say is just do what you want. Do what you feel, you know, because there is no recipe. You know, I've had artists have dropped a few songs, 6 songs, and they're on their way to great success. I've had other artists on their 4th EP, you know, 5th album, and they're on their way to success. So it's really, I would say there are strategies you can use, but as an artist, I would say to just do what you feel like. You know, what you would love, just do that.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing. But like I said, like stuff sells, so I'm trying to figure out. I can't go a different route because it's like you can't do anything to please other people for the streams and shit like that. And I'm doing what I want, but I feel like I deserve more recognition. I deserve more whatever because I've been doing it for so long. You feel me?
Do you have like you got a management and stuff like that?
I have no team. It's me. So imagine me like producing the shit, recording the shit, and then trying to market the shit. Like it's just sometimes it gets hard, but it's doable. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's doable.
Are you open to working with the team and you know?
Yes. And I'm glad y'all asked that because I had my own label back in 2015 called Trap Harmony, and I was managing artists in Palm Beach. But man, it flopped because people wasn't as serious. They didn't see my vision like I seen it, like I seen their vision, and people just wasted my time. And I put a lot of money behind it with the visuals and stuff. So yes, I'm very open to working with the team. I just haven't met that serious person, them serious people. Yeah.
Sure. You gotta make sure you're in good hands when it comes to that. So.
Definitely. Sure.
All right. Well, any last things that we didn't touch on? Any shout outs you'd like to give while you while you've got the stage here?
Well, I just want to give a shout out to Westgate. I feel like it's a lot of where I come from, and it made me. I just want to give a shout out to God. That's it. Yeah.
Westgate and God.
Westgate and God, like that's it.
Yeah. Are you proud of Westgate? I mean, Westgate was notorious when back in the G.
It was, and
still kind of is, but Westgate was really on some other stuff.
It was, and at first I didn't. When people ask me where I was from, I would say I'm from Louisiana because that's where all my family from. Growing up, I used to be not ashamed of Palm Beach, but never ashamed of Palm Beach. But I wasn't accepting of it because of how I look, how I sound, how I dress. But now, growing up, Westgate fucking made me. Like that's where I was. Growing up in the trenches, literally. So definitely, shout out to Westgate.
Shout out Westgate. Shout out you, man. Shout out everything you're doing.
Thank you.
We're gonna continue to follow up on with you and see what you're working on and watch the growth. But all of us here at Changing the Youth, Kelsey.
Yeah, I like what y'all doing. I really do.
You're gonna go up. We like what you're doing too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Changing the Youth, man.
It's not a lot of I'm gonna just say this and I'm done. It's not a lot of what you guys are doing for the city. It's not a lot of that in Palm Beach for the independent artists.
That's love.
So I like what y'all doing.
Appreciate that. We're gonna keep doing that. As long as you working, we working. That's how I like to say. My saying is you work, we work overtime. Yeah. That's how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and close out with that. Yeah. Pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Changing the Youth, Kelsey Means, Frankadelic, I Work Magic Daily, and Deluxe Vlog. Jerry Nevada, we out.
We call ourselves City, but we global. And everybody that has a voice is allowed to be vocal.